everyone, and welcome back to the Wearing My Money podcast. This is episode 13. I'm Hollie.
And I'm Amelia, and in this episode, we are girl mathing Paris. Because if you didn't know, we've just been to Paris. We have so much to spill.
We had the girliest weekend ever. Like, the girls were girling this weekend.
It was the most girliest, cutest weekend ever. I loved it.
So, a little quick recap. The girls booked Paris for my 30th birthday. We went on the Eurostar.
And bear in mind, your birthday is in December, so we have prolonged the 30th.
4 months I've had to wait for this trip.
But we thought it'd be nicer weather, which it definitely would be in comparison to December, but it still was Baltic. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Not springing anywhere in the world.
Yeah, the
apparently.
girls were girling, but the spring wasn't springing.
No.
It wasn't great. It wasn't good.
But it was well worth the wait because we had the most incredible time. We're going to give you some of our Paris recommendations. We're going to tell you what our itinerary was and where we'd recommend going, best restaurants, coffee spots, bakeries.
And what we spent our money on.
I am the definition of wearing my money right now.
You are literally wearing your money.
I did it for the podcast, guys. It was all for the podcast.
It's for the research.
You're welcome. Let's address the elephant in the room. We didn't podcast last week.
Oh, no, we didn't.
We have made the executive decision that we're sorry, but we are going to just podcast once every 2 weeks. This could change in the future.
Yeah, for now, I think, we think it's just going to be a bit more sufficient, especially with the topics we want to talk about, and also time-wise, it's literally just Hollie and I, and we have different careers that we're trying to juggle as well, and doing this and the podcast, because we're going to be editing it.
We're just a girl. We're just a girl.
Yeah, so we hope you don't mind. For now, it's going to be every other week. And I think that just feels a bit better.
We want to make sure that every podcast we're putting out has substantial value to it for you guys. And we don't just want to be putting out podcasts every week just, with no firm topic.
Exactly. So we hope you don't mind, but we don't know if this is going to be forever. It's just for now, it just feels right. We think we're going to do a couple of bonus episodes here and there when there's topics we think is very key and very aligned with our podcast. But for now, we hope you don't mind. It's going to be once every other week.
Yeah. But moving on to Paris prep now. So let's discuss the things that us girlies do in the lead up to a trip. It's those 24 hours prior to a trip that's everything is booked in.
And it's stressful.
It is.
It's a lot to do. You got to pack, you got to get your glow up.
Yeah.
So, Holes, what did you have done?
So I had my nails done. Now, I normally just go to one of the shops down the road to get my nails done. And they are good. But I found this lady called Maria on Instagram, and she owns Poetry Nails. I just looked at her manicures and I was like, they were just phenomenal. They were so clean and they were perfection. And she actually comes to your house and she does your nails there.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
And where is she based, sorry?
Belgravia.
Oh, okay.
No, or Knightsbridge. Knightsbridge she's based. I think she has a salon. I think it's closed at the moment, but she's opening a new one, so keep your eye out. But at the moment she's doing home appointments.
Lovely.
And she did the Russian manicure on me, which is basically just cutting your cuticles with the scissors, but she does it dry. So sometimes they soak your nails.
Yeah, so I have mine cut dry as well.
And maybe you get a Russian manicure as well. You didn't even know about it.
Maybe. Because I was trying to see the difference of what you went on about with a Russian manicure. But it kind of sounds similar to... I don't know the difference.
See, when I usually get my nails done, I leave the salon and I notice that there's already a gap between the gel and my cuticle. And I'm it just grows out so fast. Whereas I noticed when she did it, I'm it looks like the gel is coming out from my nail bed.
Right. See, I think that is, I'm not going to lie, down to the technician.
Yeah. They're honestly, I've never stared at my nails so much before. And she actually, builds it up. She had this tiny little paintbrush. Does your technician do that as well?
With the biab.
Yeah. So that's... Oh, no, it wasn't biab. It was just gel. But she builds it up and she, lifts your finger upside down. Oh, my God, great. Never been treated like that before. It's phenomenal.
I got my nails done, actually, because usually I go to my nail lady in Brighton. However, I went to Townhouse and I was actually quite impressed with the job they did, because I haven't been there before and I was very proud of what they did. I thought that was really lovely. I just went for a classic French.
You always have fab nails.
Thanks, honey.
And we also did the cutest thing. So
Oh my
we
goodness.
obviously do everything together.
And if you haven't noticed, if you're watching YouTube,
yeah, get the hair out. Get
for
the
the
hair
microphone,
out.
if you can hear the
So,
textures going.
We had a girly hairdresser date.
It was very cute.
It was.
So we went to Hairston's in Fitzrovia.
Yes.
And we went to, obviously, your hairdresser.
Yeah, so I might have mentioned John before, but John Alfred has been doing my hair for maybe 6 years. He originally was at Paul Edmonds and he worked with Jack Howard, who's also a colourist, and John was Jack's assistant, but he's now off on his own and he's now working at Hairston's in Fitzrovia. So we had a hair date, didn't we?
We had a girly girls get their hair done together situation.
Yeah.
Like we needed anything else to do together.
I know. And we both had the chop. We had a substantial amount taken off.
I love your chop is very different to mine.
Well,
for both of us, they're very short.
I think we probably had just as much off each. It's just
Probably,
yours is more
yeah.
noticeable because it's shorter.
I have gone for a short bob, which feels so refreshing and
It
feels
looks
so
great.
good. Thanks, honey. I'm still like learning because I feel like with short hair, it's really hard to style sometimes. Like to try and grab like each section is like is a bit of a mission, but I am liking it. I'm getting used
And
to
we've
it
both
now.
gone blonder
Gone blonder.
to match our personalities.
I am going to go a little bit blonder as well at the front. Do a bit more
face frame.
face framing just to zhuzh it up. But yeah, I'm loving my hair.
Yeah. And I think apart from that, mine was just last minute ordering outfits.
Mine was a fake tan.
Oh, I did fake tan as well. Yes,
Just you
I
have to
did.
fake tan, LED mask to the max.
Yeah.
And yeah, just prep the skin ready to go to get that glow.
Post Paris, both had facials.
Oh my god, we both did that as well, didn't we?
Yeah, I've tried a new place out. Mine wasn't actually classed as a facial, it was called a treatment, and it was the Meso. Is it Meso or Miso? I don't think it's Miso because that's the seasoning.
M-I-S-O is miso.
It was M-E-S-O.
So meso.
Meso,
Yeah.
that's it. Meso therapy with microneedling, and I had it done at the Dr. David Jack Clinic in Belgravia, and it was beautiful in there. It was like stepping into like this regal home.
Ooh, lovely.
And the treatment wasn't long. It was, I would say, like a 4 out of 10 pain. And it's kind of like these tiny little nano injections that go all over your face, and it helps to plump, reduce fine lines, and just like overall help your complexion. And
You're glowing, honey.
I haven't really got foundation on.
Oh wow.
I say I haven't really because I put a tiny bit on because we were shooting today.
Yeah.
But like yesterday, I like no foundation.
Yeah,
and I
just let it.
Not blowing my own trumpet, but I just think I looked great yesterday.
I mean, when I had it done at Sarah Chapman once, and I loved the results from that.
I do think you get incredible results, don't you?
Incredible. It's not
Yeah.
the downtime like we said you wanted,
Yeah.
but it is like incredible
Yeah.
results.
Yeah.
And I went to our favourite, Sarah Chapman. I went for the facial that we probably both wanted.
Yeah.
Post a girls' trip, and I went for their signature hydrofacial.
Oh,
And
they're so great. I love a
oh
hydrofacial.
my goodness, it was sensational. It was the cleansingness. They got rid of all my pores. I did the mask.
I love they do the hand massage, don't they?
Hand massage.
Oh,
She was
that's
really
gorgeous.
focused on my neck and back. It was incredible. Face mask, LED mask, pill.
See, yeah, mine wasn't
Stunning.
relaxing. Mine was just like no pain, no gain.
That was the best post-holiday
Yeah.
treatment that I could have asked for. It was sensational.
So let's tell you a little about our itinerary, because
Oh, yeah.
we planned this trip down to the bone, didn't
Yeah,
we?
I feel like sometimes when you do have a holiday where it's like a 72-hour period, you kind of have to.
Yeah, you have to be organised.
If there's things you want to do, things you want to try and eat and go to, like you have to schedule it in,
Yeah.
for sure.
I have to say we did the obvious places, because I've been to Paris a couple of times, but one was when I was like 21 with my dad, and the second time has been for work, and that's it, and when I was
Yeah.
younger. But I've never done a girls' trip to Paris, so I haven't done the Coco and Gigi
Yeah.
and all of those places, which Amelia and Caroline, our other friend who came with us, those girls have done that.
Yeah.
But I hadn't, so I kind of wanted to experience those
Yeah,
places.
definitely.
But I do think next time we would maybe choose
More
less
French,
obvious.
authentic. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
have a list that I'd love to go to, but I think when it comes to a girls' trip, you want to do the fun Paris.
Yeah.
You've got like tick off restaurants, because
Yeah.
to be fair, I never went to L'Avenue,
Yeah.
and I've never been to Lulu. Like there's still restaurants that I still wanted to
Okay.
tick off. So
Yeah, we just wanted fun. We wanted like
Yeah.
party girl vibes. It wasn't just like a romantic, nice,
No.
pretty restaurant with
Yeah.
like incredible food. We wanted like the atmosphere. We wanted to get up and
the
have
vibes,
a dance. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. And we did do just that.
Yes.
So we did, like you heard, we did 72 hours. We got the Eurostar around 2 p.m, which I thought
Yeah.
was a really good time.
Left us
And
packing time in the morning. Last minute panic packing.
it was like a really, like, to be honest, from my experience, it was very zen, very
I
chilled.
mean, Amelia's always so organised, and I'm like, look at the time, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't packed, and I have 5 minutes.
Literally. I was so proud of myself. I was like an old woman. I'd made my bed. I had everything cleaned, organised, put away, and I was like, the joy, because I knew we were coming back late, the joy of getting into a fresh bed was just heaven on earth. So we got the train at 2 p.m. with, of course, mandatory champagne.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just something I have to do every time, like I go on some sort of travel.
And Amelia got us matching hats.
Got matching hats, which are from the Go-To, if you did see them and I'm wondering where they're from, which is an incredible, like, gifting website, and I think it's just such a good destination for really unique gifts and accessories and things like that. And then, we got ready on the train.
And there was this poor woman.
Oh, I felt very
next
sorry
to
for
us.
her.
We were obviously very excited,
Very.
very hyper, really girling, doing our makeup, everything. And this poor lady was just trying to read her book. And at one point, she just got to the end of her tether, and I think we were struggling to put a sentence together, and she was just like, "You say it like this."
And we just like, we all went silent, like mortified that people were actually listening to us. That was hilarious.
But she was actually really lovely.
She was so
lovely.
nice. So lovely. But yeah, we proper girled out on the train. We had our makeup everywhere, champagne, crisps and hummus.
We apologise to anyone that makes that journey as a commute.
Yes.
And has to put up with girls' trips like us.
Well, I felt like we were still good.
At least it was 2 p.m. and not
Yeah,
like
exactly.
late or super early. It was like
Super
midday.
early. Yeah. And it was it a Friday? No, it was a Thursday.
It was a Thursday.
Thursday's the new Friday.
Yeah.
So, comme si.
So the first thing we did when we arrived, dumped our stuff at the hotel, got ready. We stayed at a really cute hotel called Boti.
Boti, yeah.
And it was all pink. Oh my god, they had these incredible pink robes. I really wanted to take one home.
We love the dressing gowns.
Do you think you get charged taking dressing gowns home?
I think so, but where the hell would we put those dressing gowns? Unless we wore them out.
I know.
There was no room. Literally no room.
I could have carried it onto my arm. I liked it that much.
It was good. We would have probably just done a very quick exit, like ran.
So the first place we went to was Hotel Cost, which, if you've been to Chiltern Firehouse in London, very similar vibes.
The best description.
Yeah, it's so cool in there. It's very sexy.
Stunning.
Very red. They've got like this leopard print carpet. Actually, it's kind of similar to the 22 as well.
Very similar.
That sort of vibe.
Yeah, which we do really need to go to.
We
I
do.
think we need to have a girls' night there.
We do. So that was great. We had like a light dinner and some drinks. Recommendation, the beef tartare.
Beef tartare was sensational. I think the menu would have been phenomenal, but we wanted picky bits.
Yeah.
But also it's quite expensive.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Like, so expensive. But I think next time we go, I would definitely want to do the meal properly.
Yeah. I
But
agree.
what we had for girls' dinner, it was literally girls' dinner
It was
because we had
girls' dinner.
so many crisps on the train. For girls' dinner, I think it was perfect.
Yeah.
The spicy margarita was
Oh my
sensational.
god, wonderful.
You girls were on the Hugo Spritz this weekend.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Because I wanted something fresh. Like that, I just feel like it's a holiday drink. And I felt like I was on, even though the sun wasn't shining, I was like, I am technically on holiday.
Yeah.
And then after that, we went to the Crazy Horse.
Which is so fun. I think it's such a cute girl thing to do.
It is absolutely incredible. My jaw was on the floor the whole entire evening.
They are just beautiful. If you don't know what Crazy Horse is, it's kind of like Moulin Rouge in a way. It's kind of like a peak show.
Yeah.
Beautiful girls dancing in incredible costumes, fabulous choreography and like shows, and it was just lovely.
Yeah, it really
Really
is
fun.
incredible.
We had the cute VIP booth as well.
We did.
Which
We
was
had
like a blush
champagne.
pink. It was
Yeah.
just, honestly, the girls were proper girling.
Yeah, I would highly recommend both of those places.
Yeah, I feel like that was a really good start to the trip as well.
Yeah.
Like really fun, really rushing, really go.
Yeah.
We then ended up going to a speakeasy,
Yes.
which was very like secretive, but obviously we're going to share
Yeah.
because I feel like we don't live there, so it's
we
not
can't
ours
gatekeep.
No.
So from the outside, it looks like a perfumery.
Yeah.
But then you go inside and downstairs, and it's a club, and it was very cool.
It was very
it?
cool.
It was a recommendation
Yeah.
from the waitress at Hotel Coast.
That's the only way we actually got in, because when we did arrive to the entrance, there's like, when you walk in, it's like a tiny tiled room, and then there's like a secret passage door going downstairs to where the club was. But they were at first very funny, not funny, but just very questionable why we were there.
Yeah, they want to know who you are.
Very
and where
exclusive.
you've come from, yeah.
And luckily we did say we had a recommendation to come here, so that's how we were able to get in.
Also, I feel like the whole trip, us girls made such an effort.
Really dressed up.
Yeah, and we looked the part, guys.
Yeah, we did look the
We
part.
did look fab. So I think we just got treated really well the whole time that we were there.
So note to self, dress up.
Never feel overdressed. There's no such thing as overdressed in
And also
Paris.
as well, Ubers are so cheap.
Yeah, they are.
So divided by, well, all of us anyway, it was like €2, €3 each.
Yeah.
It was so cheap.
Yeah.
So wear the heels, girls, wear the heels. So yeah, so we left it at the very cute speakeasy place on a high because we wanted to feel fresh and spruce for the next day, which started off with a lovely, gorgeous breakfast meeting with the Polene Paris team.
And if you haven't heard of Polene, it's a luxury handbag brand, and they're based in Paris, hence the name, but they are opening a store in London soon.
Yeah, so they've got obviously they've got 2 in Paris, they've opened one in New York and now in Tokyo, and now they're going to be opening one in London. I would say Polene, is it Polene or Polene?
I call it Polene.
Tomato. It's a incredible brand if you are looking to invest a little bit more into your accessories. It's a beautiful leather handcrafted company, which I say the price bracket's around £300 to £400.
Yeah.
The quality is by far probably one of the best in comparison
The
to
structures
designer.
of the bags are so beautiful, and it's all sustainable, all made out of recycled leathers.
Very unique as well.
And they make little like wallets and stuff out of their offcuts, so like nothing goes to waste. And they've also now branched into jewellery, haven't they?
And interiors, yeah. So they're doing wonders, and it's just such a beautiful brand. The story behind it, their ethos, it's just such a gorgeous brand. And we both have a couple of pieces from there. We've worked with the teams over the years, and yeah, it was just really lovely to see the bags in person, because obviously they're very well known for being online, but their stores as well. Their stores are just a work of art. They are so beautiful and so
Very
aesthetically
aesthetic,
pleasing.
yes.
Very lovely. So
we left there 3 very happy girls.
Very happy. I went away with something just really unique, and it's something for the summer, which was this really cute. It gave me very like Lulu Guinness, kind of like costume styled piece, and it was this gorgeous wicker basket bag with a black leather handle, and I just cannot wait to wear that in the south of France with a chic little black outfit on, with my sunglasses on. It's just going to look so sweet.
Today's chic.
Maybe with a bottle of champagne in it as well.
Yeah. And then we had lunch at
Avenue,
which
is in the heart of all the designer shops. Would really recommend that, definitely in the summer.
Yeah.
I think inside's lovely, but I think the vibe is outside, because when we walked past it on the last day, stunning.
It was
men.
more vibey outside.
Yeah, more vibey outside, more going on. There's a good spot for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Same as Hotel Cost.
Same menu.
So you're not missing out if you don't go to one or the other.
Yeah.
It just depends on the different vibes you want to go for.
Yeah.
But Avenue is very perfect for if you want to do your shopping.
Yeah, it's
go
very
to the
cool in there as
Dior
well.
Museum. Shop, that's incredible. But yeah, for the second night we did Coco Paris, and we ended up actually just staying there the whole night, didn't we?
We did, yeah. So we went to the bar first, had a couple of drinks. It's also incredible in there. It's so beautiful. I loved the interior. And then we had dinner. I would say the food is okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go for the food. I would go for the vibes.
The vibes, yeah, definitely.
And we had really good fun in there. It was
really
good,
fun.
It?
They do live music at lunchtime and for dinner dinner as well. Definitely go for dinner if you want like a bit more of a funner evening. The live music during the day is beautiful, but I would recommend the evening.
We were debating between Coco's and Gigi's, and we decided to go to Coco's.
I think definitely go Gigi's next time as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I haven't been there. So we have to go again.
And then I think the best place for all of us, we were all in agreement, was lunch on Saturday, which was at Lulu's.
Stunning.
Get the vodka pasta, get the ragu, and get the vongole.
And they do gluten-free pasta.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I was a bit gutted though. We didn't do any desserts. I really wanted the pavlova.
We were so stuffed.
So stuffed.
I think because we were drinking as well.
Yeah. I must say, one of my favourite places and one of my highlights of the trip was going to Compains.
Oh my god, yes, sorry, I totally skipped that bit.
I know, I was like, how could you forget this pure memory for me? We went to Compains, which is apparently in French is friends. I didn't know that.
That's very sweet.
I was in my element because it was a gluten-free patisserie and the sun was shining. It was on the last day, the sun was shining. We sat outside with an array of gluten-free croissants, like cinnamon swirly bun things. And oh my goodness.
And I'm not gluten-free. But I will say it was incredible. It was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed.
I have like an itinerary already in my head of what I want to do when I go back. And
we definitely want to go back again this year.
For sure.
There's so many other places that we want to go to.
Oh my god, so many.
And also when the weather's nice, so we can eat al fresco.
I think we should go in the summer. Yeah. For sure. I think it's just so beautiful and there's so much to see and do. But yeah, we had a fabulous time.
We did.
And food was ate, champagne was poured, and the money was spent. So,
talking of money spent though.
Speaking of,
we did see some really gorgeous things. I think we were treated so well in Paris. Like any store that we went into, we were always greeted by the staff. Everyone was so lovely to us. It was a whole different experience shopping luxury in Paris than it is for me personally shopping luxury in London.
Also, I must say, everyone says French people are so rude.
Everyone was lovely to us.
Everyone was lovely.
At one point there was an Uber driver playing Happy Birthday in French in the car
Our
for
Uber
us.
drivers were just so lovely.
They were turning up the music. They were great.
It was really nice. I was a bit like, are we missing something? But yeah, because obviously French people, no offence, and this is just kind of like a stereotypical phrase, but French people are rude.
Yeah.
But
even all the waitresses in the restaurants were so lovely to us.
Even at like Hotel Cost, which you think is so pretentious and very, if you're not someone, you're just like thrown on the corner. So lovely. I'm really good with allergies and very attentive.
Yeah, I always heard that the French don't really like the English.
Yeah.
But actually, to be fair, I was quite intimidated when I phoned up a few of the restaurants when I was in London because they were a little bit rude to me on the phone.
There was one waitress on the last day where we went for coffee. And she was just damn right rude.
Yeah.
But
generally speaking,
you're gonna get that anywhere.
Yeah. So, what are some things that you saw in Paris that are on your wish list?
Okay, so first of all, obviously, when we were in Polene, we were picking out jewellery, and there was this necklace which both of us caught our eye on, and it's this beautiful kind of like very inspired by nature, very ethereal, kind of like drippy. It's so
like
beautiful.
Hammered metal.
Yeah, but
that's how to describe it.
Kind of like melted metal as well. Yeah. Like it wasn't like bashed.
If you're watching on YouTube, maybe I'm too far away, but I have the ring version of it, if you can see, to kind of get the vibe.
Such a beautiful necklace, and it was like a really dainty layered necklace, like kind of like a choker, which I tried on and I just was in love straight away. It was the first thing I tried on and I was just obsessed and just thought it would look so lovely. It just was very different. It's not anything I have in my wardrobe, my jewellery wardrobe. So very excited to hopefully get my hands on that at some point before the summer, because I thought that'd look really lovely.
Yeah, sparkling in the sunshine.
Yeah, I've got a couple of holidays coming up. I am a wedding guest, so I thought that would be such a beautiful, very delicate accessory to my outfit. I had my eye on, and have done for a while, on 2 accessories from Celine, and I think I've actually said this on the wish lists here, but Celine sunglasses, which are these gorgeous tortoise cat eye ones, and some sandals. I mean, I could have picked everything. There was a lot in Chanel, there was a lot in like Dior, but things that have just been on my wish list and have kind of like, I think I know I'm going to get this year for the summer. It's definitely made me go, yeah, I really want to get these. What about you?
And your Chanel slingbacks?
Oh, the Chanel slingbacks. I tried on, I wanted a pair of black ones, but the material it was in, it just felt a bit too formal. I wanted a bit more playful ones, a bit more of the fabric and the tweeds, but they didn't have any in stock. We both tried on this like cream slingback. They were beautiful and very lovely for the summer because they have got, Chanel have got some really lovely white ballet pumps in at the moment that you're seeing everywhere, which do look really lovely in photos, like off the foot.
Yeah.
But they give him very
hospital vibes,
like very like nurse kind of style, which is such a shame.
I think it's better to stick to the classics.
But the slingbacks in the cream, not the white, beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like they're a bit more easier to style with.
Yeah.
So I'm currently on I do need a new bag for sure, but those were the pieces that mainly caught my eye for sure.
I did tick a couple of things off my wish list, but still on my wish list, I saw so many women with Lady Dior's.
I know, it's just a classic.
And we went into the huge Dior store there, which is like a museum. It has a coffee shop in there, they've got interiors, beauty.
Definitely a thing to go and visit.
Everything. It's like over 2 floors.
Beautiful.
And it's huge. It's like a Dior shopping centre is the best way to describe it. And when I was in there as well, I kept looking at the Lady Dior bags and I just thought they are so beautiful and elegant and so classic now. Like Lady Dior has really cemented itself as a classic handbag now. Like for me, I think it's up there with Chanel classic bags.
I agree. It was definitely when I bought my white Chanel bag, it was between that and the Lady Dior. Yeah. Because it's just such, like you said, it's a classic. It's timeless.
Definitely one for the wish list.
Definitely. And have you got the mini, the small, or?
I
feel like the small is the good size.
Yeah, I think the small
you can
one.
get a lot
the mini is
of
just too like it's just like for show. Really.
It's like a party bag, like a fun evening
you put
bag.
your lip gloss. That's it.
Definitely.
I think the small small Lady Dior.
Gorgeous. And I love how you can like decorate them as well and accessorize them.
Yeah.
Very cute. There was honestly the textiles and the embroidery and the illustrations in there were just phenomenal. Okay, so speaking of wish lists and speaking on what was on our radar, I feel like we have to talk about the biggest elephant in the room of what did Hollie buy in Chanel in Paris?
I was trying to convince the girls to also buy it because buying is so much fun, but no one else was having it. So I took one for the team and I dragged us into Chanel. We had the champagne flowing. I really wanted a baby blue Dior bag. I also wanted
Dior bag?
Chanel. Sorry, Chanel. I really wanted a baby blue Chanel bag. I also wanted a black Chanel bag because I've got black loafers and I've got my denim slingbacks from Chanel, and I've also got a black pair of sandals, and I've got a nude and white pair of loafers.
Yes.
And I just don't have a bag to go with them because all of my bags are designer, they're branded. Yeah. And so I had all of these beautiful Chanel shoes and just like, I was just ruining the fit really because the bags that I have just didn't go.
They weren't given.
They weren't Chanel-ing. So walked in straight away, saw the most beautiful baby blue bag.
Stunning.
And it was just a classic flat, the small classic flat. And we had the most wonderful essay, didn't we? He was really, really lovely.
Really nice.
And he completely understood the assignment of what I wanted. I said I didn't want anything basic, nothing that like everyone has. I didn't really want a classic flat. No. I think it's different in the baby blue, but 100%. Definitely not black.
Definitely with, I think yours is, it's not a classic flap, is it? Because it had some details to it.
Yeah, so the baby blue one has a little gold Chanel love heart on the strap, and you push in the Chanel logo and it makes the strap longer or shorter.
Such a clever idea.
It's just beautiful.
Really pretty. And it's the mini size, isn't it? Because I've got the small. and that's smaller.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
It didn't actually say what it was. I did have a look, but it didn't say. And then he
I feel
brought
like you
out...
should do a show and tell on YouTube.
Should I show you guys? They
Yeah.
are just right there because I actually
think
don't
you
have
should.
space for them in my wardrobe right now.
I think you should. Okay, twist my arm because I want to see them too. They're just lounging on the floor.
They're just on the floor
in the
because
lounge.
I actually don't have space to put them anywhere right now. So, long story short, the SA understood the assignment and he pulled out the most gorgeous, the most perfect black quilted
Oh my
bag.
goodness. I applauded him. It was a very good one.
Yeah, he really understood what I was going for. And this bag is limited edition to the Rue Chambon store because that's where we went. And funny story, the last time I was there was for my 21st birthday with my dad. And that's where I bought my boy bag. And so 9 years later, I'm back on my 30th and I bought not one bag, but 2 bags and a pair of shoes. The pair of shoes was purchased under the influence of champagne, but we had so much fun.
We had so much fun,
Didn't
and I
we?
felt like, to be fair, I felt like what you got for the price was incredible because you basically got 3 items for the price of a medium or a large Chanel.
Oh, I'm going to be
classic
girl
bag.
mathing this for you guys.
We're
in a
going to
minute
be
as well.
showing you the girl mathing,
Yeah.
for sure.
So this is the first one if you're watching on YouTube. This is the baby blue flap bag with brushed gold hardware.
Beautiful.
And I just think she's
she's stunning.
She's just beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
I'm really happy with her.
And I like that she's like a good size, like really fun, really lovely.
The perfect summer bag,
The
something
perfect
different.
summer bag. Oh, I just love the heart. I just think that's so gorgeous. She's beautiful. Oh, I didn't notice that detail as well.
Oh, I didn't notice that. It's got a tiny little love heart embossed on the clasp.
I'm sure you'll be seeing these going up on Hollie's Instagram very soon.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah, I have done a haul, Paris haul, which I haven't uploaded yet, but coming soon. Then this is the black bag. And I don't know what she's called because I've looked at the receipts and it just doesn't say.
Oh, what's her actual name?
Yeah. But my black Chanel bag has a like solid gold handle, which I think is really beautiful. It's like really
Stunning.
hard metal.
Yeah.
And then it's got the longer chain, which you can use as like a crossover.
Because I've seen they have done this handle in other bags, but I don't like the style of it because it's very straight, quite hooky.
Yeah.
Where this is a soft hook. This is like
it's very pretty.
Yeah, really pretty.
I just think it kind of gives a little bit like vintage vibes.
Yes, 100%.
But
it just looks a bit more classic and timeless.
yeah, and then inside, which I didn't notice this, Amelia noticed this when we were having coffee one of the days, it has a gold plaque inside that says Chanel 31 Rue Chambon.
It has the address, which I think is so much more special when it comes to looking back at this bag and going, oh, I bought that for my 30th.
Yeah, I think I will have this bag forever.
Oh, this is, yeah.
For sure. So they were the 2 bag purchases.
100. And I was like, I'm a very overthinker when it comes to spending money. But when I think that an item's like a good investment and I know it's like a timeless piece, then I'm like, yes, definitely.
Yeah, and there was one moment where Caroline was in my ear like, Hollie, this is a good investment. If you want to sell them, you'll make money. She was like feeding all of me this information and I was like, keep talking dirty to me. Keep going. But obviously we had to do the girl math.
Oh, 100%.
Behind the purchases just to justify it. Not that I need to justify it to anyone but myself, just so I can sleep better at night.
Also, as well, at least it doesn't, like, they say that your money shouldn't just sit in your savings.
Exactly.
So, wear it.
Yeah. So, my girl math. Are you
ready?
ready?
Here we go. Ready for the girl math.
I won't, let's not actually use figures.
No.
But this is how I rounded down my purchase. We've all heard of girl math. It's absolutely ridiculous, but at the same time, it is completely relevant. So that morning we went to Polene. I was very, very kindly gifted a handbag. So I automatically got a handbag for free.
Yeah.
And a ring. So round that down by €600.
Okay.
Take that off the total cost. The cost of the bags, you automatically round that down anyway to the nearest 1,000.
Yeah,
so that's
100%.
probably knocked off, I don't know, however much, 800 euros.
Yeah.
Then it was in euros, so let's convert that into pounds.
So it's made it cheaper.
Cheaper.
Yeah.
Then we got free champagne and Chanel.
Yeah.
Which probably would have cost us, let's round that up to €70 for 3 glasses of really lovely champagne.
Oh, stunning.
So free lunch essentially.
Yep.
And we were talking about a classic flat bag, how they're about 10,000 now.
They're so expensive.
Yeah.
So
technically, I got 2 bags for the price of one, so it was kind of like buy one get one free.
And a pair of shoes.
And a pair of shoes. And to total all that up, Paris was booked for my birthday, so that was free.
The travel was free.
The travel was free. So I round it down to, I'm going to say £3,000. And I have a bag to sell. I'm going to sell a bag.
This is the thing. We've done our Vinted things as well. Like, I love Vinted.
My Vinted, so we both did this before Paris. We sold loads of our stuff on Vinted. And I've kept the balance in my Vinted account because I'm like, well, that pays for dinners.
Yeah.
So now, when the Splitwise comes
up
through.
Splitwise, if you don't know, is like an app where you can... So for the trip, we just all put in what we spent and then we're just dividing it.
Yeah. So you can create an actual like group per trip, and then in the end it automatically just tells you what you owe each other. And so our Vinted money...
So technically, Paris was free.
Yeah.
Because Vinted is like free money.
Yeah. So I got 2 Chanel bags, a pair of shoes, a Polene bag, a ring, and a girls' trip for free.
For free. And champagne.
Yeah.
Lots of champagne. I think that's right. And also as well, you're only investing. Because the money's just going to go up
Exactly.
and up. So if you want to sell
when I go to sell it, I've made money.
You've made money.
So some other examples we thought would be quite funny to do of girl math. Returning something means we've made money. I always do that. I'm like, I've made £300 today.
Oh, I love that. And then I'm like, well, I'll treat myself to that really expensive coffee. Another one is when you buy something with cash, it doesn't count. It's not money.
Because the money was never in your account anyway.
Exactly. So
and it will never show up. There's no
free
evidence.
money. So I always do like my food shops, my nails.
Yeah.
It's free.
Cost per wear. So that means you divide the total cost of something by how many times you wear it. And if you manage to get that down to like £1 or 1p, it's basically free.
It's free.
Yeah. Because you wear it more times than what you paid for it.
But then it's like you wear, for example, those bags.
Yeah.
Well, you've done the bags now.
Yeah, I have them forever. So if you divide a £5,000 bag by
80 years,
let's say another 60 years I'll be alive for, it's like
2p
a wear.
Then your daughter's going to wear it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Girl maths.
Yeah.
We would love to hear what your girl maths are as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it on the stories as well.
Yes.
We love a girl maths.
Yes. And just some other ridiculous things that we do as women that we manage to... It just doesn't make any sense.
But it does to us, doesn't it?
Yeah. But if you were to tell it to a man, don't understand.
They don't get it.
One thing I do a lot. I will buy a Chanel bag.
I think we actually bonded over this situation. We're big splurgers, but when it comes to silly things like this, we are so stingy and tight.
Yeah. I will buy a Chanel bag and walk out of that Chanel shop and I will get the bus home. I will not pay for an Uber home. 20 quid for an Uber home.
Expensive.
I'll get the bus for £1.65.
Yeah, I do that on nights out. I'm just like, I am not spending that unless I've not had to pay for dinner.
Yeah.
Or I haven't spent anything or rounds of drinks. I'm like, it's a free night, so I might as well treat myself to that Uber.
Guys don't get that. Guys are like, but it's convenience. You're paying for convenience. You're paying for the luxury of having a car. And I'm like, but I could spend that money on a bag.
And food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On other things.
So true. One of them was, we'll spend £300 online but cancels the cart if she has to pay postage. So true. When it's like £4 or £5.
I hate that. That's like throwing money away.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting anything for that money.
Do you know what also is weird is like, there's like that 3 to 5 day price, which is like £3.
Yeah.
59. And then first class is like £4.
Or like £9 for next day delivery.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Do you know how many things I could buy for £9?
But do you know what? This is my thing. I don't buy Deliveroos, like food.
Yeah.
You always order takeaways and like food to your door.
That's because the hunger overtakes the
Because the delivery cost for the food adds like another £5 to £10 onto your shop.
It does.
So I won't do that.
The hunger overtakes the common sense then, and so
that's out the window.
Yeah. Whereas shopping, Not that I have much control, but I do just think, well, that is just throwing money away because I'm not getting anything for my money. I also always check returns, and if they charge me to return something, I won't buy it.
Yeah, literally. Another thing is you buy something else to get free shipping.
Yes, all the time. I actually just did that on the outnet.
And did you buy?
I bought this really cute little sleeper cardigan, the green cardigan. And it was like £10 delivery, or if you spend over a certain amount, you get free delivery. So I was like, well, let me just go and find something else then for free delivery.
I love that. It's so true.
Another one we have is Flies Economy, but has designer luggage. I will roll up to Gatwick or Heathrow with my Louis Vuitton luggage and go to seat 70B. Only wears designer, but will not pay the price of organic groceries.
That's true.
I will look at the price of a chicken and be like, are you kidding? Absolutely not. I look at the price of a Dior bag. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, but the difference is like for an organic chicken, it's like 20 quid, and then for a normal one's £3.
I don't know where you're getting the £3 chicken
The Waitrose.
No way.
The small one.
Okay, the mini one.
Okay, so maybe a small, maybe I was looking at a medium organic chicken. But yeah, the price difference is bizarre. Madness.
Yeah.
I do like, I go to the organic fruit and veg shop with my pennies.
Yeah.
So it's free organic food.
Girl math.
Girl math.
Another one is always saying that we have no money for therapy, but then we'll go and buy something new every day.
Literally.
But that is my therapy.
Buys a matcha for £5.
I say it all the time, I'm like, I've got no money. I can't afford that. I can't afford to buy a new iPhone. The state of my iPhone
Oh my god,
is
you need an iPhone.
to smithereens. I can't afford a new iPhone, but then goes to Paris and buys 2 Chanel bags.
And a pair of shoes.
What is the logic? Where is the logic? I think it's just like...
We want to see our money.
Value.
Yeah.
What you value spending your money on. I don't value spending my money on Ubers.
No.
Overpriced groceries.
Yeah. We like
equipment.
We like to see our money.
Yeah. I like to wear my money.
We like to wear our money. Wear it. Hence the name of this podcast.
I like to see where that is. Where did that money go? It's right there. Open my wardrobe.
Yeah.
And there it is. It's there. It's not in my stomach. It's not like disappeared like a car.
Yeah.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Right, should we sign off?
Yeah. So guys, that is the end of this episode. We could ramble about gut maths and what we want and what we probably should have bought in Paris and
what we're still
everything like
after.
that. Oh my goodness. But what we'll do is we'll leave it in the description box, but if you don't follow us on Instagram and TikTok, we have literally bombarded our audience with so much Paris content.
Yes.
And it's in our highlights, in our YouTube, it's everywhere. So if you have any questions about anything, you will not miss it because it is somewhere on the internet.
It is. Okay, my loves, thank you so much for listening or watching, and we will see you in the next podcast.
Bye, guys.